So, the other main use for UCAS is that if you apply to the university, to any university in the UK, you have to apply through UCAS. Okay? Universities only accept applications through UCAS unless you go to a one-to-one foundation like Coventry, for instance. So to apply, you would go to somewhere where it says apply. It should be on here somewhere. Undergraduate, and then you go to right. You should know this. I'll go here. /. So what you would do is you would go to undergraduate and then you go apply, and then you would someone else signed in here. This okay, I'm just logged in just so I'm not going to do anything, but what you do is you go to apply, and then you would have to complete an application form. At On Campus, all of our students do that through us, so we can see their applications and we can help them as they make them. But the main thing you need to do with a UCAS application form is you need to write a personal statement. Personal statement it's about 700 words, and you need to tell the university why you're passionate about your subject, whether that's sports science, sports management, media and communications. Okay. You need to show that you know about what's going on in your subject at the current time. So you need to show that you've done lots of reading around your subject. Okay, you know what's going on in the news at the moment about your particular subject to show that you're properly engaged. You need to talk about your academic background. So what are you studying on your foundation or your A-levels or your international year one? What have you studied at school that are going to make you an appropriate student for that course? And then you would also need to talk about your hobbies and your interests as well, to show that you are someone who is interested in things not just about being in the university. So with our students, we give them about 4 to 5 weeks to write that. Okay, so that shows you how long you need to spend on that piece of work. Because the university, they will get applications from hundreds, if not thousands, of students for each course. So quite often the students have the same grades. So what they need to do is they need to say, which student are we going to pick, this one or this one? So they read their personal statement and they pick the one that shows that they are more passionate and engaged with their subject. So please, whichever foundation or whichever A-levels you do, please take the time to write a serious personal statement, because it will make the difference between whether or not you get an offer from a university or not. Okay. When you finish this, yeah. So at On Campus, you have about 7 or 8 weeks where you have 1 hour a week with me or one of my colleagues, and we will go through each paragraph of the personal statement week by week, and then you can submit that to us, and then we will read that. Okay, so each paragraph we will read and give you feedback each week. And at the end of the term, there's a final deadline. You can submit the whole thing, and we'll give you feedback on that. So if you go to a foundation college like On Campus, you'll get supported through the application process, especially writing the personal statement.
네, 아까 말씀하신 것처럼 이제 퍼스널 스테이트먼트가 되게 중요한데 이제 그것을 어떻게 쓸지 우리 잘 모르잖아요. 그래서 파운데이션을 하면 이분들이 계속 봐주는 거예요. 제출하고 첨삭까지는 아니지만 또 리뷰하고 아이디어 주고 다시 또 쓰고 다시 또 쓰고 다시 또 쓰고 해서 7주 정도 걸려가지고 퍼스널 스테이트먼트를 완성을 합니다. 그러니까 이게 이제 이런 것들을 잘해주는 파운데이션이 있고 잘 안 되는 파운데이션이 있고 좀 그런 거예요.
Okay. Wherever you're studying, they will write a reference for you as well.
그리고 추천서도 하나 써야 됩니다.
And they will give you predicted grades. Predicted grades are what the academics at your institution think you will get at the end of the year. Okay? So what they do is they look at what you've done in the first term So how well you've done on your exams in the very first term, and they decide, okay, so that person's maybe achieving a high B at the moment, so we think that student will get an A at the end, okay? Then we send that to UCAS, and the universities make their decisions on what your predicted grades are. So please, wherever you go, make sure you study really hard in the first term, okay? Don't come to the UK and party for the first term, yeah? Make sure you do a bit of studying as well, because that will really make the difference of whether you get offers for the top universities or not. I think you talked about this, but once the universities receive your application, they will decide, they'll read your personal statement, see your predicted grades, and they'll make you a conditional offer or not. Okay? A conditional offer will be based on your academic grades and your IELTS. So you will get an offer from, say, Queen Mary of ABB or AAB on the foundation, and then an IELTS of 6.5. Okay? Different universities ask for different grades. That's why you should do the research at the beginning to make sure you have 5 different choices with different grades. And then you can track using UCAS how your offers are going. Okay, so you could go on there every day and you could see, okay, this university has made me an offer, and maybe this university is still waiting, this university has said no. Okay, so you can always see what's going on with your application. And then at the end of the year, on campus, we would send your certificates off to the university and your IELTS, and then the university would confirm your place, okay, if you've got the grades. So you would need to get the grades to go to that university. If you don't quite get the grades, it's not the worst thing in the world. Okay? You would go into something called clearing. Clearing in the UK is when all of the universities that still have places, they open them up for students who haven't got into their other choices. On Campus London, we support our students and we tell them where's a good place to go for clearing, and then we can contact the universities for the students as well. So we placed about 40 of our students last year through clearing, and they went to some top universities. I think some went to City through clearing, Cass Business School, a few went to Queen Mary, I think even one went to King's College through clearing. So it's not the worst thing in the world if you don't quite meet your entry, your offers. Well, thanks very much for listening, guys. You're my last meeting, and obviously it's been the best one, so thank you very much. And hopefully maybe see some of you next year on campus. Thank you very much.
영국에 대학 갈 때 유카스 쓰는 게 되게 중요한데, 그런 서포트를 온캠퍼스 런던에서는 아주 잘하고 있고, 만약에 파운데이션 때 좋은 성적을 얻지 못했어도 클리어링이라고 해서 미달 지원을 다시 재지원하는 프로세스가 있거든요. 그때까지도 다 도와준다, 이제 그런 말씀을 드린 거고, 또 하나 중요했던 건 뭐냐면은, 영국은 3학기제예요. 텀이 3학기제라서 이제 9월에 파운데이션을 시작하면 9월부터 12월까지가 한 텀, 1월부터 4월까지가 두째 텀, 4월부터 6월까지가 셋째 텀, 이렇게 3학기제인데, 첫째 텀에서 예상 점수라는 걸 받아서 영국대학교에 지원을 합니다. 근데 이 예상 점수가 좋아야지 좋은 대학교로 갈 수 있을 것인데, 첫 텀 때 와서 너무 파티하고 놀면 예상 점수가 안 나오니까 좋은 대학을 못 간다는 말씀을 하신 거예요. 그래서 첫 텀부터 되게 열심히 하셔야 된다는 거고요. 그리고 또 중요한 거는 첫 텀 때 잘하려면 그래서 영어가 중요합니다. 영어가. 그러니까 저희가 항상 우리 학생분들한테 말씀드리는 게 기승전 영어, 무조건 영어. 뭐가 제일 힘들어요? 영어가 제일 힘들어요. 우리 학생들 인터뷰하는 영상 보시면 항상 얘기하잖아요. 뭐 앞으로 미래의 영국으로 유학을 학생들한테 한번 해주세요. 그러면 예, 영어하고 오라고 하세요. 맨날 그런 말씀만 해요. 그러니까 영어가 잘 돼야 첫 텀 때 잘하고, 그래야 좋은 예상 점수를 받고, 그래야 좋은 대학으로 지원할 수 있고, 그래야 좋은 대학에서 컨디셔널 오퍼를 받고. 그래서 가기 전에 정말로 연수할 수 있으면 연수를 하시고, 안 되면 그냥 공부를 많이 하시는 게 좋습니다. 영어 공부.